Hi, my name's Reena, and this is my husband Hardeep, and we're from the UK. We're here in Georgia completing our surrogacy journey, and that's with New Life. And I have to say, they've made our dream come true. Here's our daughter Simran, who's 5 weeks old. So Hardeep and I have been married for 4 years. In that 4 years, our initial fertility started with IVF. We did that for a couple of years. That wasn't working. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. I got in touch with New Life around about May 2024. And our initial contact was with Tatuli. She was very, very informative, extremely helpful. We actually had a Teams call, so we were able to see each other face to face. And then it was in December, we had our first IVF embryo transfer with our surrogate mother. So choosing surrogate mother was fantastic. We do get a choice. We always went with whoever was chosen. Why not? All the surrogates are great. Then, unfortunately, our first attempt was unsuccessful. Then we tried again on our second attempt. That was successful, but unfortunately, we had to terminate at 10 weeks. And then very quickly, come February 2025, we tried again and we were successful. And here's our daughter as a result. So throughout that process, actually, I have to say, it has been quite incredible. So we had regular scans, regular updates. We had several coordinators. We started off from embryo transfer all the way to the end with Nano. And then we had Mary. We had, do you remember? Lizzie. We've had Salome, 2 Salomes. All very, very great. So we've had regular updates. And I have to say, our surrogate mother actually used to send us videos as well of the ultrasound scans. So we had weekly ultrasound scans, which then eventually went to fortnightly. The updates were very, very good. So you get a report, you get an ultrasound picture. Our surrogate mother happened to give us videos of the ultrasound. If we had any questions, they'd always be answered. And I think New Life are very, very caring and empathetic, actually, because they know that you're really desperate to have a child. And throughout the journey, they make sure that they're reassuring you constantly, especially because the second time where our attempt was successful and then we had to terminate at 10 weeks. So, yeah, they are very, very considerate, very empathetic, and very reassuring. I don't think I could have asked for a better agency, to be fair. And actually, throughout, when we learnt about New Life, we very quickly learnt actually that New Life are quite reputable and very credible here in Georgia compared to all the other agencies. So yeah, if we go to birth of Simran, again, the hospital was very great.
Post-birth, there's a few things I guess you have to think about and consider in terms of being able to take your baby home and ensure that all the legalities, all the documentation, support and evidence to be able to apply for a passport are there, and you have the required documents to make an application. And that process you're supported and helped with massively. With New Life coordinators, we had Tamuna, who was absolutely amazing in arranging all the documentation, notarization, translations, everything we needed was just done, and it's almost like a seamless experience for you to kind of collect and just check and then make your application as you need to. So that process has been massively, at first was a bit daunting. You do research, and there's a lot to take into account, but you're helped every step of the way, and it's really manageable. And like I said, it feels quite seamless as an end-to-end process. We found Tbilisi beautiful. People are very friendly. It's extremely safe, and it has everything. From all the sort of shops and restaurants and places that you can visit and enjoy whilst you're here. So yeah, definitely a lovely place to come to.
But like you said, fun. The people are really friendly. Georgia's a really nice place. We've come at a time, Christmas, we've had, honestly, our journey has been fantastic. I'm actually really pleased that we chose to go with surrogacy, and specifically we chose to go with New Life. Extremely grateful to New Life and our surrogate mother, our handpicked surrogate mother. Honestly, like, everyone's made our dream come true. Couldn't be happier. If it wasn't for our surrogate and New Life, we'd still be on an IVF journey, possibly without a child. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you to
It's
New
been a
Life.
pleasure. And thank you, Georgia.